Okay, so today is the 23rd of June, and we spent the day in Vanautu. Although we spent the day on the ship, we didn't actually get to get off the ship again, which is a little bit frustrating. But I don't think any of these cities are cities we're not going to see again, and we're not seeing them because we're spending so much time creating the show. So hopefully we'll be able to come back. I think these cities are like the most common cities that we see. This is an Auckland to Auckland cruise. Auckland we won't actually see again until October, but when we get back to Auckland in a couple of days, I think it's 3 days that we get back to Auckland, we'll actually be able to go ashore for the first time since we left Auckland, and we'll be able to shop around, and we actually have some shopping to do for the shows, so it's not like, oh, if we have time maybe we'll be able to get off and see the city and like explore, like we'll have like an hour. No, we actually have like homework, we have shopping to do, we have stuff to do for the shows, so they have to give us time to be able to go and see Auckland, at least a little bit. We didn't get to see it much when we got here. We showed up at like 5 o'clock in the morning after traveling for 20 hours, so we saw just enough. Well, we saw just what our like really tired eyes could see, before getting immediately onto the ship and being bombarded with a billion things and rules and people, and we didn't really see Auckland. That's the point. Tomorrow we go to Mystery Island. It's a mysterious, uninhabited island that they just like set up as a resort once we arrive. Like the P&O people set up like a little camp on the beach, apparently, for people to like lay down and like have a beach day, but there's no actual inhabitants, like there's no culture to explore, or there's no cities that we're going to. We're just like plunking ourselves down on this random, essentially abandoned, empty island and making our own fun. So that's pretty cool. We won't see it because tomorrow we're working on the show again. The big outdoor show has been a lot of work to do because it's one of the only shows that has like a set choreography that has us in it all the way through. The other shows we're only in like one tableau, or the show that we're in all the way through only has one tableau that is actually choreographed and isn't just number. And especially with the big structure, taking the apparatuses in and out takes a really long time, especially with swinging trapeze, which is not easy to rig at all. Especially not two of them, and that's our challenge for tomorrow. When we get to Mystery Island, we get to rig the synchro trapeze setup for that show, that version of the show that will have synchro in it. Although we won't actually swing synchro in the show until I think August, because all of July is one cruise and we can only perform each show once per cruise. So there's 6 shows total. We'll probably do them all. There's some shows that we don't do every cruise. Like the cruise after this is only 4 days, so we only have 2 shows. The cruise that's 28 days long that takes all of July will be every show, but the shows will be like 5 days apart. So really relax. And we pretty much already know what we're going to be doing for those. We have a couple of more introductions to the other shows that we haven't done. So far we learnt the outdoor show to the 2 indoor shows that are in the atrium, where we're doing our static acts. We've learned the bungee show, and we still have yet to learn a Starry Night, I don't know what that is, and one where we're ninjas and we have to fight like Hello Kitty and Pikachu. That's gonna be... and the walkabout, but the walkabout's just animation. We just like dance around and take pictures with people, so that's fine. That's gonna be easy, not a big stressing show, because we won't rehearse that, we'll just do it, because all we have to do is just easy. So that's the kind of little while it's been. I don't know how long it's been since I've done a blog, because the days sort of run into each other. because we're often working at night, so not really jet lagged, but a little bit, I guess, because if for no other reason than because we haven't got a set schedule yet. The actual time change wasn't that hard to adapt to. Like, I felt like I was awake and ready to attack the day when we got there the first day, but since then it's been sort of a wild ride of sleeping, not sleeping, but it'll be over once this cruise is over. I mean, we'll have a set schedule that we control, and not totally. I mean, we don't control when the shows are happening, but otherwise, if we want to sleep in, we can sleep in. It just means we might miss going into the port, or we'll get there later, which is totally fine, because sometimes you just need to fucking sleep. Which I might do now before the outdoor show starts. Seems like a good idea. Port Vila, Vanautu.